Welcome to this captivating journey into the enigmatic tale of Satan's fall, a narrative that challenges our understanding of good and evil while shedding light on the mysterious origins of Marvelin. This isn't just an ancient story. It's a revelation that can reshape our perspectives on the spiritual realm and the profound power of choice. As we delve into the depths of this narrative, we'll uncover the fascinating implications it holds for our understanding of creation, Malian, and the nature of temptation. The story of Satan's fall is not just a mere religious anecdote. It has far-reaching implications for theology, philosophy, and even our comprehension of the human experience. To begin, let's consider the concept of creation itself. According to the biblical account, Satan was initially created as an angel by God, a divine being brought into existence through the ministry of God's own Son, the Lord Jesus. John 1 verse 3 asserts, "All things were made through him, and without him nothing was made that was made." This fundamental belief implies that every angel, including Satan, is a direct creation of God. Well, here's where it gets intriguing. God, the inherently holy and righteous, cannot be directly involved in the creation of evil. So, it stands to reason both from a logical and biblical standpoint that all angels, including Satan, were created in a state of holiness. But if that's the case, how did Satan, once a holy angel, transform into the malevolent adversary we know today? To comprehend this transformation, we must venture into the heart of the biblical narrative. The biblical accounts in Ezekiel 28 verse 12 to 19 and Isaiah 14 verse 12 to 17 are pivotal passages, often associated with Satan's original state and his subsequent fall from grace. These verses provide us with essential insights into the character and status of Satan before his rebellion. Isaiah 14 verse 12 to 17, for instance, paints a vivid picture. "How you are fallen from heaven, O day star, son of dawn. How you are cut down to the ground, you who raid the nations low. You said in your heart, I will ascend to heaven. Above the stars of God I will set my throne on high. I will sit on the mount of assembly in the far reaches of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High." But you were brought down to Sheol, to the far reaches of the pit. Satan's words and actions seem to reflect a bizarre power. And it was this ambition that ultimately led to his fall from grace. What makes this narrative so compelling is a depiction of Satan as a being who not only held a position of great power, but also had a direct presence in the heavenly realms, walking on fiery stones. He was described as a cherub, a guardian and proliner of God's majesty and holiness. Yet, despite his exalted status, he chose to rebel against the very Creator who had endowed him with such glory and authority. The story of Satan's fall forces us to grapple with profound questions about the nature of temptation, the corrupting influence of pride, and the consequences of rebellion against divine authority. So, join me on this thought-provoking journey as we unravel the complexities of Satan's fall. Exploring the depths of creation, rebellion, and enduring lessons that hold for us today. Now that we've set the stage by delving into the concept of creation and Satan's initial state, let's take a picture of rebellion itself and how it played a pivotal role in Satan's fall from grace. This narrative serves as a cautionary tale, revealing how even the most exalted beings can succumb to the allure of pride and ambition. A lesson that extends far beyond the realm of theology. Rebellion, as exemplified by Satan's defiance, is not merely an act of disobedience. It's an assertion of one's own will against a higher authority. In Satan's case, he declared, "I will ascend to heaven. Above the stars of God, I will set my throne on high. I will sit on the Mount of Assembly in the far reaches in the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High." These declarations were for autonomy and an aspiration to be equal with God, essentially rejecting his assigned role as a servant of God's will. One intriguing aspect of this rebellion is the notion of free will. The biblical narrative suggests that even heavenly beings possess free will, which allows them to make choices independent of divine coercion. This raises profound questions about the nature of free will itself. Is it a blessing or a potential pitfall? Satan's rebellion serves as a stark reminder that the gift of free will carries with it a capacity for both noble choices and catastrophic mistakes. It challenges us to reflect on the role of free will in our own lives, where we, too, grapple with choices that can shape our destinies. Furthermore, Satan's fall underscores the insidious influence of pride. His desire to elevate himself to the level of God is a manifestation of hubris, the deadliest of sins. It reminds us that unchecked pride can blind us to our own limitations and lead us down a treacherous path. As we explore the consequences of Satan's rebellion, we're confronted with the sobering truth that pride, if left unchecked, can corrupt even the virtuous of beings. But this narrative isn't solely about the fall of one celestial being. It holds a mirror to our own struggles with temptation, ambition, and pride. It challenges us to examine the choices we make, the desires that drive us, and the consequences of our actions. The story of Satan's fall is a timeless parable, a cautionary tale that transcends religious boundaries, offering profound insights into the human condition itself. In the next segment, we'll delve into the consequences of Satan's rebellion and the enduring lessons it imparts. So stay with us as we continue to unravel this captivating narrative, drawing parallels to our own lives on the universal themes it encompasses. The story of Satan's rebellion against God is a multifaceted narrative that invites us to explore profound questions about creation, free will, pride, and the consequences of our choices. As we wrap up our exploration of this captivating tale, let's reflect on some takeaways that can resonate with people from various walks of life. First and foremost, the concept of free will stands at the center of this narrative. The story of Satan reminds us that free will is a powerful and at times perilous gift. It grants us the autonomy to make choices, both noble and catastrophic. It challenges us to navigate the moral landscape of our existence. Just as Satan exerts free will to rebel against God, we too must grapple with our own choices and their repercussions. It serves as a stark reminder that the decisions we make are not to be taken lightly, as they shape our destinies and the world around us. Pride, and that the central theme, is a universal human struggle. Satan's pride leads him to aspire to be like the Most High, ultimately causing his downfall. This narrative compels us to examine our own pride and ego, encouraging us to tread carefully on the thin line between self-confidence and arrogance. We must acknowledge our limitations and the potential harm that unchecked pride can bring. By humbling ourselves and learning from Satan's tragic example, we can strive for a more virtuous and balanced existence. Moreover, the story of Satan's rebellion serves as a cautionary tale about the seductive nature of ambition. It highlights the danger of pursuing power and status without regard for the consequences. In our modern world, where ambition often drives us, This story calls upon us to reflect on our goals and aspirations, always seeking success for its own sake, or mindful of the impact our ambitions might have on others and the world at large. Lastly, the narrative of Satan's fall extends an invitation to the complexities of good and evil. It challenges us to contemplate the nature of divine justice and mercy, and how they intersect with our own lives. It reminds us that redemption is possible, even after a fall from grace, as demonstrated by God's response to Satan's rebellion. In closing, the story of Satan's rebellion is a timeless and thought-provoking narrative that transcends religious boundaries. It is a tale that encourages us to delve deep into the human condition, our choices and our capacity for both greatness and failure. As we ponder these themes, we are reminded that the lessons from this story are not confined to the realm of theology, but are applicable to our everyday lives. So let us take these lessons to heart as we navigate the complex journey of existence, striving for a balance between our free will, our humility, and our aspirations. Thank you for joining us in this exploration, and may it inspire you to seek wisdom with stories that shape our understanding of the world. At the dawn of creation, when the world was young, when the cosmos still sang the melody of its birth, the divine masterpiece was unveiled. The Word, bathed in the soft, golden light of God's grace, where every creation bore witness to blindly to its benevolence. This was Eden, a paradise so beautiful and perfect that it seemed to transcend the boundaries of reality itself. In the heart of this enchanting garden stood two beings, Adam and Eve, the first man and woman, crafted by the very hand of God. They were bound in naught but the purity of their souls, and their hearts danced in harmony with the rhythm of creation. They were given but one commandment, a rule that echoed through the whispers of the wind and the rustling leaves of the trees. Do not eat from the tree of the knowledge. In this pristine realm they found themselves in communion with the divine. Every moment was a testament to the Multon's boundless love, as they reveled in the abundance of the earth, dining directly with God, and had their every need effortlessly met. But in piety's and serenity, a sinister presence began to weave its way into the tapestry of creation. Serpent, cunning and deceptive, heralded the arrival of a treacherous adversary, Satan. As the serpent whispered its venomous temptations, doubt took root in the heart of Eve. It was here, amidst the whispers of the serpent and the lure of forbidden knowledge, that Eve made a fateful decision. She reached out, plucked the fruit from the tree, and took a bite, defying the one commandment that had bound her to paradise. In that moment, the harmony of Eden shattered, and the consequences of their disobedience would reverberate through the ages, altering the course of humanity forever. Welcome to a journey that delves deep into the mysteries of faith and the profound enmity between good and evil. Join us as we explore why the devil fears the Virgin Mary, uncovering the intricate layers of this ancient and enduring theological conflict. As the serpent's deceitful whispers lured Eve into the realm of temptation, the ancient adversary, Satan, seized the opportunity to challenge the very fabric of creation. In this second chapter of our exploration, we delve deeper into why Satan harbors such intense fear and hatred for the Virgin Mary, a fear that has left its mark throughout the annals of history. You see, the fear Satan holds for Mary delves beyond the realms of theology. It finds its roots in the very essence of humanity's struggle against the forces of darkness. Devotion to the Virgin Mary for centuries has been known to evoke profound reactions in those who stand opposed to the teachings of the Church. But what is it about Mary that unnerves the adversary of all humanity? To understand this, we must delve into the ancient texts and the collective consciousness of believers. In the narrative of faith, the Virgin Mary emerges as the chosen instrument of God, the mother of Jesus, who would ultimately confront and defeat Satan. But what makes Mary's role so unsettling to the devil? It's the very essence of Mary's character that unnerves Satan. Mary embodies humility in its purest form, a stark contrast to the pride that leads to the adversary, fall from grace. Satan is the embodiment of the cosmic struggle between good and evil. Every ounce of pride within Satan is met with twofold humility in Mary. It is this profound humility that makes her a formidable opponent in the eyes of the adversary. But that's not all. Mary's heart overflows with love, compassion, and adoration, standing in stark contrast to the hatred and the success of the heart of Satan. But purity is a radiant light that dispels the darkness of evil. Moreover, Mary's obedience to God's will, her resounding yes to the angel's message, sent as a powerful counterpoint. It is this obedience that amplifies her strength and positions her as a pivotal figure in the battle against the adversary. In essence, Mary embodies everything that Satan is not: humility, love, purity, and obedience to God. This stark contrast in character and purpose underscores why Satan fears and despises the Virgin Mary. Join us as we continue our exploration into the enigmatic relationship between the devil and the Virgin Mary. Discover how this ancient theological concept carries profound implications for the human journey of faith and salvation. As we draw near to the culmination of our journey, we have ventured into the heart of a timeless struggle, one that transcends the boundaries of theology and speaks to the very essence of humanity's spiritual quest. The fear and hatred that Satan harbors for the Virgin Mary, we now understand, stemming from her, the essence of this age-old conflict lies in the profound humility of Mary, her boundless life and compassion, her purity, and her unwavering obedience to the divine will. These qualities serve as a powerful reminder that, even in the face of darkness, the light of goodness and grace shines resplendently. Throughout history, the Virgin Mary has held a special place in the hearts of believers, as a symbol of hope. Her role as the mother of Jesus, the Savior who conquered sin and death, reinforces her significance in the battle against evil. The Ave Maria, a prayer that's in fix that echoed through centuries, offering solace and strength to those who seek refuge in her grace. It's a testament to the enduring power, the faith, and the belief that through we can overcome the trials that beset us. In the hearts of countless devotees, the Virgin Mary is not only a figure of veneration, but also a source of inspiration. Her humility calls us to examine our own lives, encouraging us to embrace the spirit of humility, love, and obedience in our own journey of faith. In the mosaic of human spirituality, the story of the devil's fear of the Virgin Mary serves as a reminder that, even in the face of adversity, we possess the capacity for goodness and redemption. It underscores the enduring power of hope, love, and faith. As we conclude our exploration into this enigmatic relationship between the devil and the Virgin Mary, we are left with the profound truth that in the presence of goodness and unwavering faith, darkness must ultimately yield. We invite you to continue your own spiritual journey, to seek solace in moments of doubt, and to find inspiration in the unwavering grace of the Virgin Mary. May her profound virtues continue to guide us all towards a path of light and salvation. Thank you for joining us on this captivating odyssey, where faith and mystery converge, and where the enduring story of the devil's fear of the victim mirror reminds us of the eternal power of goodness and love.